dawn of a new day.
Moeka here. Are you a student, Okabe-kun? Are you on summer break? Moeka, are you a day person or a night person? If you'd rather I email you around a certain time, let me know. I want you to reply as soon as you can, but I don't want to be a bother. So let me know, okay? Moeka. By the way, I don't like talking on the phone, so please don't call me. Bye-bye, Moeka. I just remembered I didn't tell you my phone number. That's okay. I'm a lot more comfortable communicating by email anyway. What about you, Okabe-kun? Moeka. Are you still asleep? Rise and shine! Have you talked to the super hacker yet? Oh, I also like to hear more about John... What's his face? I'm super curious. Moeka. I'm nocturnal, so I usually don't go to bed until the sun comes up. It's not so bad once you get used to it. Mainly when you wake up, okay? Moeka.
Actually, it's already noon. We didn't sleep at all. Sleep deprivation makes the summer sun seem all the brighter. I really don't want to go outside, but I'm fed up with the humidity inside the lab. I chug a bottle of Dr. P. My stomach protests. Maybe I drank too fast. I'm exhausted. My hands are shaking slightly, and my vision is cloudy. I could pass out if I'm not careful. Maybe I should take a shower. That should stave off exhaustion, if only temporarily. This building has a basic shower room. There's no bath, but it's enough. The lab would be hell without it. Daru is at his computer, his back turned towards me. His right leg is bouncing impatiently. The room is mostly silent, save for the electric fans humming and Daru's mouse clicks. Daru doesn't look my way, and he doesn't try to start a conversation. Neither do I. I don't have the energy. Outside is a sunny summer afternoon, but inside the air is stale and empty of life. Yesterday, that shocking experiment convinced me that the phone wave named subject to change was also a time machine. But Kurisu didn't seem willing to accept the results. She just started screaming.
A time machine? A time machine? No, it can't be!
Then, she took a mad dash out of the lab. It was like she couldn't get out of here fast enough. As for Mayuri, she was depressed about her chicken and bananas, so she skipped her daily costume sewing and went home. Grudges over food run deep, I guess. Which leaves the lab empty, save for Daru and me. Our enthusiasm shot through the roof when we realized that the phone wave named subject to change had tremendous hidden potential. We nearly died of excitement after successfully sending an email to the past. So we stayed up all night doing experiments to confirm whether or not the phone wave named subject to change is indeed a time machine. The results, however. We went to the supermarket and stocked up on a wide variety of items. We tossed each of them into the phone wave named subject to change, but everything failed. No change, nothing happened. After the experiment with the discharge phenomenon occurred, everything warmed up normally. No jellification. Suddenly, we couldn't get anything to happen. We still have no idea why. First, let's review the problems revealed by this last run of experiments. Problem 1. Electrical discharge safety precautions. We removed everything flammable from the development room to reduce the risk of fire. We also prepared 2 fire buckets full of water, just in case. But that's not a fundamental solution. We'll keep an eye out from now on, but if things get dangerous, we should seriously consider relocating our experiments. Problem 2. Mass increase. When the discharge phenomenon occurs, the phone wave, name subject to change, suddenly gains mass for unknown reasons. Because of this, the microwave broke the table and made a dent in the floor. To deal with the issue, we placed the microwave on the floor. We spread cushions and blankets underneath. This hides the hole in the floor too. It's only a temporary fix though. If we make any more holes, Mr. Braun is quite capable of raising my rent. And that's to say nothing of the calamity it will cause if it falls through the floor. Anyway, we need to find the source of the mass increase. If amateurs like us even can, that is. But the first two problems pale before the third. This last problem is critical. Until we solve it, we can't even really experiment with the phone wave name subject to change. Problem 3. We're not even sure of the necessary conditions to send email to the past. No matter how many times we tried, we couldn't pin down a single condition. We spent the entire night doing trial and error. We tried over 40 different things, but not once could we reproduce this discharge phenomenon. I had the idea that opening the microwave door was the key. That theory was proven false. There might be something else I'm missing. But for now, we're at an impasse. We started off in high spirits, but grew more and more frustrated as time progressed. Which brings us to the present. Honestly, I gave up. That's why I spent the entire morning lazing about like this. Another email pops up on my phone. I've been getting way too many of these since yesterday. They're all from Shining Finger, the woman called Kiryu Moeka. I've never used email this often before. Even Mayuri only sends me 1 or 2 a day, and she's a teenage girl. Frankly, this is starting to get on my nerves. I saw how fast Shining Finger typed. That should have been enough to tip me off that she was a male demon. I was careless. It's too much of a pain to reply, so I ignore it. I finish off my bottle of Dr. P. My stomach gurgles. I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. I'm so hungry. I don't even feel like showering. I call out to Daru, who's hammering on the keyboard. Hey, wanna go to Sanbo for some beef bowl?
Nah, too much trouble.
Aren't you hungry?
Yeah, but...
You're such a bum. What is he doing on the computer anyway? I'm curious, so I casually peek over his shoulder. There's an image of a futuristic-looking facility I've never seen before. Richly colored cords crawl through a gigantic octagonal tunnel, like the interior of a spaceship from a sci-fi movie. Based on the height of the people in the picture, the tunnel looks to be more than 10 meters tall. Incidentally, the people don't look Japanese. Daru sighs heartily. I don't know if the blank look in his eyes is from sleepiness, exhaustion, or something's just wrong with him.
The Large Hadron Collider sure is cute.
What? What did you just say? Large Hadron Collider. Is that an incantation? No. A secret technique?
Large Hadron Collider. You don't know about it?
I grab Daru's relaxed shoulders and wring them out.
Ow, 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 ow. What are you doing?
Are you conscious? What is this Large Hadron Collider thing?
You know, it's what Sern uses to do their experiments. LHC for short. It's seriously moe. Recommended.
You're lusting for something that's not even humanoid?
Of course not. But there's something about it that gets me excited, you know? It makes me smile, you know? Don't you feel that?
Come to think of it, I remember you said that you found factories and the undersides of highways irresistible or something.
Yeah, same thing.
Where does it end? 2D, 3D, and even inanimate objects.
Life's too short. I don't want to limit my interests, you know?
And yet, you'll do anything to avoid things that don't interest you.
Hypocrite.
Sern. That name. I've seen it somewhere. And recently. Where was it again? Oh, of course. John Titor!
Oh yeah, that guy you mentioned earlier. He's the guy @Channel's going crazy about, isn't he?
That one might be an imposter. I was talking about the John Titor who appeared 10 years ago.
He appeared 10 years ago? The same guy?
I had hoped the Daru would remember. But no such luck. Anyway, John Titor mentioned Sern. I don't remember all of it, but there's one thing I'm sure of. Titor made a prediction, namely, that before the year 2034, Sern will develop a time machine.
A time machine? That's a timely topic. But that wasn't just 10 years ago. This new Titor said the same thing.
It doesn't matter if it was 10 years ago or 10 seconds ago. That's not the point, Daru. This coincidence could very well be the choice of Steins Gate.
Can we really trust this Titor guy?
It doesn't matter if we trust him or not. Now we have something in common. A time machine. We should investigate Sern. We've got nothing to lose. Vigor returns to my body. Curiosity truly is the greatest delicacy for a mad scientist like me. Anyway, the phone wave name subject to change experiment is a hitty dead end for now, so it shouldn't matter if I make a little detour for this. Tell me everything you know about Sern.
Okay, my Sern folder is smoking hot.
Daru strikes his keys with renewed passion. He goes to the My Pictures folder and opens a folder literally called Sern.
Sern is the world's largest particle physics research institute. It's popularly called the European Laboratory for Particle Physics, or the European Organization for Nuclear Research. It's close to the border of Switzerland and France, on the outskirts of Geneva. It's famous as the birthplace of HTML, HTTP, and the World Wide Web.
The World Wide Web? You mean the internet?
Bingo, that thing at the beginning of most URLs.
Sern invented that? All I know about Sern is what I read in Titor's book. I never knew they were that amazing.
Most people aren't aware, but there's a Japanese research team working at Sern too.
What sort of research does Sern do?
Particle physics mostly. Sern can do experiments no one else can because they have the biggest particle accelerators in the world. The low-energy antiproton ring, the proton synchrotron booster, the Large Electron-Positron Collider, and the big boss is the largest accelerator in the world, the LHC, Large Hadron Collider Ton.
Tan? Otaku possess the ability to anthropomorphize, in moe form, just about anything in the world simply by sticking Tan on the end of its name. Daru's powers encompass even particle accelerators. Daru doesn't seem to notice my shock. He just brings up the next image.
The LHC is a 27-kilometer long circular tunnel built underneath Cern's headquarters. Its purpose is to smash protons together in the hope of creating unknown elementary particle reactions. They started experimenting last year. Before they started, there were rumors that the experiments might create mini black holes. Oh no, those mini black holes will swallow the Earth! The universe is in danger! Etc.
Mini black holes. I'm pretty sure Titor said his time machine used mini black holes. Are the things he said about Sern true? What's the possibility of that actually happening?
100% chance that it won't. CERN officially denies it. Let's say a mini black hole was formed. The amount of energy would be so tiny that it would disappear instantly upon formation. It would be impossible for it to swallow the world.
But where there's smoke, there's fire. If I remember correctly, Titor claimed that CERN began time machine research in 2001. In 2034, they complete the time machine. Alright, now it's 2010. If they actually started that research, it would have been 9 years ago. According to their official announcements, they only began experimenting in 2008. That's suspicious. Of course, that's assuming Titor's story is true. Some of Titor's predictions were on the mark, but most weren't. I'm also perplexed by how everyone around me seems to have forgotten about Titor's 2000 appearance. There's something important in Titor's tale. Or at least, I want there to be. I take out my phone and put it to my ear. It's me. Don't be surprised. I've sniffed out an evil conspiracy. John Titor. CERN. You see where I'm going with it? Yeah, that's right. They're likely connected to the organization. Coincidence? Come now, don't disappoint me. What? Evidence? Well, if you must know. Whispers. Whispers of my mad scientist intuition. Those bastards are trying to destroy the world. Yeah, with many black holes. But what if we were to steal that technology? What then? Of course. Who do you think I am? Everything is the choice of Steins Gate. Psy Kongroo. I put away my phone, then turned to find Daru giving me an exasperated look.
Just who the hell are you fighting with?
Daru, I know what we must do.
Was that?
Don't you was at me? You're supposed to grin like you know exactly what I'm talking about. What kind of super hacker are you? I wanted him to say something like, well, why the hell not? So, what's in it for me? And then we continue like this, grinning slyly the whole time. A week's worth of potato chips.
10 days.
You sure are a glutton.
The dive makes you a hungry man.
Deal. Get started.
You got it, boss.
Or something like that. Yeah, a real cool conversation. But the real world Daru just purses his lips.
You always give such half-baked explanations. Try to sound intelligible before you try to sound intelligent.
Work with me here. You are a super hacker.
Stop saying haka. At least say hacker.
See where I'm going with this?
No, not at all.
Hack into CERN. Daru stares at me in disbelief.
Is that some kind of joke?
I know you can do it, Daru. Expose their dastardly deeds and find any hints you can find about the time machine.
Dastardly deeds? You're just deluding yourself, Okarin.
We stand at a crossroads. Will the phone wave name subject to change become a functional time machine, or will it die as garbage in lab storage?
You serious?
I'm always serious! I look Daru straight in the eye as I answer. Looks like that made him understand my position. Daru sweeps the garbage off his desk and sits up straight.
I'm not responsible for the consequences. Got it?
Suddenly, Daru is bursting with energy. It's like his earlier lethargy was a lie. Deal. Get started.
Let's do this!
For your payment, I'll deposit a week's supply of potato chips into your Swiss bank account. Daru doesn't respond. He's already in deep concentration. Anyway, I'm gonna sleep. It's all yours. I lie down on the sofa and let the clacking of Daru's keyboard lull me to sleep. I wake up to the twilight sun streaming in through the window. A refreshing breeze blows in, softly brushing my cheek. Daru's exactly where I left him before I fell asleep. He's sitting in exactly the same position. Not much has changed besides his typing speed. Oh, and now he's muttering to himself. I guess he hasn't had any success at hacking yet. I look around the room, but I can't find Mayuri. Maybe she's not coming today. I guess food-related grudges really do run deep. Stand up and stretch. I don't want to bother Daru, so I don't say anything to him. Take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge and quench my thirst. Then I throw myself back down onto the sofa and start browsing at channel on my phone. And what perfect timing! Titor is currently posting in the thread.
The Everett Wheeler model is correct. Please look it up to learn more. It seems you're all still clinging to preconceived notions of time. Time does not simply run from past to future like a car on a one-way street. To be more specific, the laws of causality do not allow contradictions to occur. If the result of an event, the effect, is changed, the event itself, the cause, also changes to prevent a paradox. That's why there are so few people who can observe changes in divergence. Divergence being the world line's percent different.
Die, troll. You claim to be a time traveler without any proof.
Stock trends, please. I'm counting on you, Mr. Time Traveler.
If you can't observe changes in divergence, then how can you possibly measure it? Oh, I know. Your time machine has a magical device that measures it for you. Lol, 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 lol. Oh, and you still haven't explained how a research institution conquers the world. Details plucks.
Oh noes! Humanity is doomed. What the science-done.jpg?
Whoa, noob's responding seriously to troll threat. This Titor guy's a shitty troll.
Don't you people have anything to offer besides insults? How about contributing to the discussion? Plebeian scum! If you assume that time doesn't flow in a straight line, then the idea of time travel is much easier to swallow. In such a scenario, a time machine traveling to the past doesn't need to fight against the flow of time. I say, Titor's points have merit. By the way, Titor, I'd like to know more about Sern. What can you tell us about their current activities?
Tell me which horse wins the next Emperor's Cup. I'll bet my entire life savings.
Everett Wheeler model equals many worlds interpretation. Basically, that means parallel worlds.
What's with all the stupid name tags? This hoeing Kyoma is more annoying than Titor.
You called yourself John Titor, but you're fluent in Japanese. Writing in English would at least make it seem more realistic. You can't do English, can you?
Can I ask you a favor, Titor-san? My mom died last year in the Shibuya earthquake. If I stop my mom from leaving home, then I can undo her death. So please, lend me your time machine.
You're gonna believe this time traveler, lol, without proof? Are you an idiot?
No one seems particularly interested in what I said about time not flowing in a single direction. That's proof that your preconceptions are deeply ingrained. Honestly, it bothers me that you simply accept that as the truth. I'm starting to understand why Sern was able to take over so easily. Whenever a major event causes divergence to change, the timeline is reconstructed to prevent paradoxes from occurring. For example, let's say that a major event causes this world line to diverge into a new world line. Call it World Line B. On World Line B, I'm afraid to say, at channel never existed. As the timeline is reconstructed, all of your memories of reading and posting on @channel will disappear, to be replaced by memories of you doing something else. In other words, by changing the present, you change the past. I wrote about Sern yesterday. The only other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded at creating micro black holes.
I desire only to quench my intellectual thirst. Unlike you closed-minded fools, I will reserve judgment until after I've heard what Titor has to say. And then, I will make contact with Titor and acquire his time machine for myself. The great mad scientist, Ho-Yin Kyoma, will have the last laugh. Suck it, sleazebags!
Tell me stock prices or fucking die. I won't believe you until you tell me.
That's not reconstructing the world, you idiot. That's altering people's memories. Who the hell can alter the memories of nearly 6.7 billion people? Do you even realize how stupid that sounds? I think I would have noticed if someone went and screwed with my brain. And what does any of that have to do with the many worlds interpretation? Do some research, lol. Make real black holes, lol.
Wait, the future's a wasteland? That means I can be a road warrior and ride a mod buggy, right? I'ma go get me a mohawk. Anyone know where I can buy spiked shoulder pads?
I checked Sern's homepage. It says they've been experimenting since 2009. Can they really make black holes? What the hell's gonna happen?
Does Titor have a mohawk? God, that's fucking moe.
Are you implying our brains make the world? Are you saying the universe is a giant tree and we're the branches or something? That's some Ava level bullshit right there. Go back to 2036.
Is this how you reply to a specific person? Thank you for showing me. Reconstruction of the timeline and alteration of people's memories. I think they're essentially the same thing. Why are you so intent on saying they're different? With a few exceptions, nobody can keep their memories across world lines. They are reconstructed along with everything else when divergence changes. What's a road warrior?
I'm immersed in a heated internet argument when an unfamiliar voice interrupts me. The door opens, and a girl peeks inside. I recognize her. It's the girl I met yesterday at the Brawn Tube workshop.
Hi, I'm from the Brawn Tube workshop.
When our eyes meet, she smiles.
The TV you sent in for repairs has been fixed. Mind picking it up?
Daru's typing gets even faster. Looks like he's in the zone. Be a bad idea to disturb him with our voices. I nod to the girl and hurry outside.
Why do we have to be sneaky?
What was this girl's name again? I think it was something like Arima or Amore. Oh, right, Amane Suzuha. Currently, my genius partner in crime is executing an important mission. I don't want to bother him.
What exactly do you guys do?
I told you before that learning our secrets could put you and everyone you know in grave danger.
You're called the Future Gadget Laboratory, right?
How did you know that? I never told you. Wait, are you an organization spy? I raise my guard and spring into praying mantis stance. But Suzuha just stares blankly.
That's what it said on your mailbox.
Oh. I lower my guard. Why didn't you just say so? Now that you know, it's not like you can unknow. I'll give you the short explanation, but you must not tell a soul. Suzuha nods firmly. Is it just me, or are her eyes gleaming? We are the Future Gadget Laboratory, dedicated to defeating the evil organization that rules the world from the shadows!
Wow. Is the evil organization Sern?
Yeah, but...
Oh, so I was right. Those guys really are a contemptible lot, aren't they?
She nods to herself for some reason. And contemptible? I thought I was the only one who uses words like that in normal conversation. How did you know we were hacking into Sern?
What? You're hacking them? Right now?
Me and my big mouth. Just to answer the question, how did you know about our business with Sern?
Well, actually I overheard you this afternoon. If you stand here, you can hear stuff from the window.
The window? Come to think of it, it was open, and Daru and I were talking loudly. But can you really hear us from here? I look up to the second floor. The window's still fully open, but I can't hear a thing. I guess Daru's working quietly. I look down. There's an unfamiliar bicycle parked in front of the Brontube workshop. One of those mountain bikes. Its frame is all sparkly. Its tires mostly clean. It's probably new. Looks pretty fast, but whose is it?
I've only been working here for a day, but...
Suzuha opens the Brontube workshop door with a wry smile.
I've got a lot more free time than I expected. I've gone out 4 or 5 times today. Figured I'd reconnoiter the first floor, see if I couldn't spot any customers.
Reconnoiter? Now that's a word you don't hear in casual conversation. I'm pretty sure it means to perform reconnaissance, to scout an area and gather intelligence. Is she some kind of secret agent? I follow Suzuha into the store.
So that's when I heard you guys talking from the second floor. I got interested and looked it up online. Now I know all the rumors about Sern.
Damn, we were careless. Looks like we need to close that window when we discuss sensitive matters from now on. But if we do that, the lab will turn into a scorching hell. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Anyway, we must not tell anyone else. Or else Men in Black will raid us.
Yeah, I understand. I'm actually tight-lipped, so don't worry.
Suzuha grins and thumps her chest confidently. All is quiet inside the Brontube workshop. The gigantic TV isn't on. Mr. Braun's not here either. Where's the manager?
He left right after he finished repairing your TV.
He probably went to see the chipmunk. He disappears during business hours every now and then. Whenever I ask him where he's going, he always says something like, "I'm picking my beloved daughter up from school," or "My beloved daughter has a cold," with a huge grin on his face. He dotes on her too much. It probably just annoys her. Anyway, just how irresponsible can you be to neglect work to see your daughter? He used to put a "back soon" sign on the door whenever he left, but now he has Suzuha to take care of things while he's gone.
So, here's the fixed TV.
Suzuha lightly taps the TV on the counter.
He said to charge 1,000 yen.
Damn manager. I bet he gave it to us just so he could charge repair fees. I reluctantly take a bill out of my wallet and hand it to Suzuha. She takes out a receipt. Apparently, it was already written out.
Thanks for your patronage. Well, just take it away.
By myself? Are you joking?
Huh? Didn't you bring it here by yourself?
Don't you know it takes 10 times more effort to go upstairs than down? Defying gravity is no easy task, woman.
I guess I can help, but... Oh, I see. So we're already in the age where women do physical labor.
She mutters, her tone pensive. How sarcastic of her. I don't remember anyone asking for your help. Honestly, getting help from a girl like you would just hurt my pride.
Wow!
Applause.
That was so manly. I might be falling for you.
You think you can trick me like that? You're lying, aren't you?
What makes you think that?
It's one of my powers. Coloring gentlemen. This power allows me to see through lies. Liars appear to glow red. Then they die.
You have powers?
Suzuha's eyes pop, but then she clears her throat as if to hide her surprise.
Are you some kind of esper?
When I nod, she whispers into my ear.
Are there a lot of espers like you?
Of course not. I am special. I thrust my chest out as far as possible to display my majesty.
I'd be scared for a second there. But still, it's amazing that people like you exist. Maybe Sern is the reason there aren't more where I came from.
After muttering some nonsense to herself, she finally nods in understanding.
By the way, does the ability to see through lies have any combat application at all? If it were me, I'd want perfect accuracy within 1,000 meters. Or ultra-fast reflexes that let me tear my enemies' limbs off before they can react.
What the hell is she talking about? Is she a survival game otaku? No. Wait. Don't tell me. You're an organization assassin, aren't you? You must be the one they call Miss Golgo. Who hired you?
Nobody hired me. What's a Golgo?
She's trying to gloss things over with an insincere smile. Her confusion is suspicious. That reminds me. I think I remember her saying some awfully disturbing things when we first met yesterday.
Anyway, do you have any other powers?
Even if I did, there's no way I'd tell a hitman hired to kill me.
I'm not going to kill you.
Revealing my powers would be suicide. They are most effective with the element of surprise. In other words, they're for me to know and you to find out.
Meanie.
Say what you like. Burning tension runs between us. Our eyes meet. Invisible sparks scatter. And then, an email arrives to break the stalemate. I turn my attention away from Suzuha. This ringtone is starting to piss me off. It's most likely from that male demon shining finger. I can tell without even checking. This is getting ridiculous. She's got some stalker qualities and maybe split personalities. I shouldn't have given her my address. I look at Suzuha and see her lying on the counter. She's playing with something in the palm of her hand. It looks like a small metal pin. Anyway, how can she be this lazy on her second day? I love CRTs was a lie too, wasn't it?
Why the frown? Did you get a death notice?
Oh, what?
Just wondering.
She was just wondering if I got a death notice? How can she say that with a straight face? And what the hell is a death notice anyway? Do those even exist?
What I meant to ask was if you got some unpleasant news.
You could say that. This girl is hard to get a handle on. I really shouldn't let my guard down around her. There's this woman who's obsessed with finding an IBN 5100. Suzuha leaps up as soon as I speak.
An IBN 5100?
You know about them?
Yeah.
I see. So the IBN 5100 legend is famous, huh? Maybe that retro PC is more popular with female otaku than I thought.
Yeah, that's it. I heard the urban legend from someone. How much do you know about it?
I actually tried looking for an IBN 5100, but in the end, I came to the conclusion that there isn't one in Akiba.
I see. Well, that's true.
You sound like you know something.
Well, I do and I don't, I guess. I don't know about it personally, but I happened to hear something about it from a knowledgeable acquaintance of mine or something like that.
Another insincere smile. I'm starting to think she's not a very good liar. I can tell she's lying whenever she smiles like that. Sure enough, she doesn't offer any other information. She just keeps that insincere smile plastered on her face. Who are you? Suzuha falls back down onto the counter with a deep sigh. She looks up at me from that position.
I was thinking of giving you a bunch of interesting information on the IBN 5100. But when you look at me like that, I don't feel like it anymore.
I'm not even interested in the IBN 5100. I'm more concerned with Sern right now. Solving one of Akiba's mysteries won't topple the organization's regime, after all. You don't have a shred of credibility. I have no way of knowing if that interesting information of yours is true or not.
Wow, that's harsh. Well, I admit I am acting kind of suspicious. I won't tell you, but I'll give you a hint. And then you'll writhe in agony when you can't figure it out. Truth is, the IBN 5100 has a hidden function.
A hidden function? That reminds me. I'm pretty sure that John Titor from 2000 said something like that. I searched through my memories. If I remember correctly, the IBN 5100 can do something or other with a proprietary programming language.
No way! How did you know? Tell me!
I only vaguely remembered, but it looks like I hit the mark. I grin. It's another one of my powers. Leading question. I can read your heart of hearts.
What? No fair!
For some reason, Suzuha covers her face with both her hands. She opens her fingers just enough to peek at me. That's not enough to escape my power. I see everything, Amane Suzuha. Resistance is futile.
Anyway, the IBN 5100 has a hidden function. It can decipher IBN's proprietary programming language, which was written before APL and BASIC became widespread. Isn't that surprising?
Now I remember. John Titor said the same thing in 2000, and right after that, an IBN engineer officially admitted to that function's existence.
Now, it's a dead programming language that can only be deciphered with an IBN 5100.
The reason Titor traveled to 1975 to obtain an IBN 5100 was because he needed that function. Maybe Moeko wants to use it too? Or maybe not. Shining Finger doesn't seem like the type who'd know about that sort of function.
That's why IBN 5100s are so rare.
While talking, Suzuha keeps dropping her glance to the metal pin in her hand. She rolls it around with her fingers. I guess that's a habit of hers. So, IBN 5100s are super rare. Maybe if I get one, I could sell it for a high price. That could be a good way to raise research funds. But first, I have to deal with Sern.
Life in 2036 is very different from what it is today. Most people live on farms, growing their own food. All forms of commerce and communication are restricted. There's no travel, no internet, no railroad even. Most people never see another town, let alone a city. Science continues to advance, of course, but the vast majority of people do not benefit from that progress. Technology belongs only to those chosen by Sern and the Committee of 300. It's very peaceful, at least on the surface. There's none of the conflict you see in this era.
There's no war? How is that possible? How did Sern resolve the situation in the Middle
What have
East?
you got against world peace? Sounds to me like Cern's doing humanity a favor.
This Titor guy stole a time machine from Sern, didn't he? He's the bad guy here, dying of fire, terrorist scum.
The world in 2036 is governed by Sern. All nations, even America, have disbanded their armies. To put it simply, civilization has returned to an 18th century level of technology and exists under a communist system of government. Except now, that system works flawlessly. Right now, you should be asking yourselves how that is possible. How does a system of government that collapsed in the 20th century exist without any discontent? The answer to that question is the reason I am here. Yes, I am a terrorist. There are others like me who fight against Sern. We think of ourselves as the resistance, but there is no denying that our actions are a kind of terrorism.
Anyway, I want to hear more about the many worlds interpretation. You said it's been proven by 2036. How?
I knew you were a terrorist. How many have you murdered? What if my kids are among them? Maybe I really should kill your father. Protect the future!
Stop beating around the bush! Give us answers! Delicious nationalist tears. Sern probably figured it out. They've got a time machine to experiment with, right?
That would make you know better than Titor. If you're willing to face the consequences, then go right ahead. Titor, question. Did World War III take place as scheduled? Why did you come to this particular time? Did you find an IBM 5100?
Is John Titor plugging for the commies? I thought they went out of style years ago.
I thought John Titor was crazy, but this Hoenn guy's even crazier. Get a room, guys, lol.
World War III, LMAO.
Isn't there supposed to be an IBM 5100 in Akiba?
As I've already explained, my goal in this time is to change the future. I'm posting here to warn you of what's going to happen. Perhaps convergence will render my efforts meaningless. But if even one person pays attention, that's enough. World War III? Is that something I said on a different world line? I would like to talk to you in private. Please email me when you have time. Of course, if anyone else would also like to email me, feel free. Serious inquiries only, please. All I've been getting is hate mail. Here's my address once more. John Titor at egweb.ne.jp.
"20 hours have passed since Daru started hacking. Night gives way to a refreshing summer morning. I glance at Daru while browsing @channel on my phone. He's fidgeting even more. Now his legs are like pistons. His knees move up and down in harmony with the rat-a-tat-tat of his keyboard. Daru hasn't slept in about 40 hours, but he still won't get off the computer. I was going to ask him if he'd like a break, but his entire body is exuding an aura that says, "Don't talk to me." I curl up a bit and return to my phone. My discussions with John Titor just aren't making sense. Not even Titor himself seems to know about the Titor from 10 years ago. It's hard to imagine that everyone on that channel was conspiring against me. But how else can I explain it? Out of options, I decide to email Titor directly, just as he told me to. He audaciously exposed his own address on that channel. I guess that's his way of saying, "Bring it on." In my email, I question the differences between his posts now and his posts 10 years ago. The current Titor hasn't even acknowledged the latter. I only vaguely remember them, but they basically went like this. In 2015, World War III breaks out. Many people die. By 2036, the world is a nuclear wasteland. John Titor travels to 1975 to obtain an IBM 5100. The IBM 5100 was necessary to revive technology lost in World War III. The IBM 5100 has a hidden function, the ability to read IBM's proprietary computer language, which predates APL and BASIC. But only certain IBM engineers are aware of that function, so it does not appear in the manual. In 1998, Titor meets his younger self and his parents in America. John Titor was a soldier who volunteered for this mission. John Titor is an American. Furthermore, in 2000, Titor correctly predicted the outcomes of some future events. The Peruvian coast earthquake in 2001, the election of a new pope, the outbreak of the Iraq War, China's advances in space, and so forth. Though he only talked vaguely about each one, they all came true. On the other hand, other predictions went unfulfilled. For example, the Y2K bug, civil war in America, the cancellation of the Beijing Olympics, the inauguration of America's first female president in 2009, and so forth. There's more, but let's leave those aside for now. I'm going to ask him why those predictions didn't come true. This is how you described yourself 10 years ago. Why have you changed your story? Also, most of your predictions from back then didn't come true. If you're from the future, then why didn't your predictions come true? I'd appreciate a satisfactory explanation. Alright, let's send it now. If he can't answer to my satisfaction, then the current Titor is an imposter. This is your litmus test, John Titor. So, what are your true colors?
Do-do-do. Good morning!
Mayuri comes in. Looks like she's forgiven us for experimenting on her food. She's back to her usual smiley self. What are you doing here so early?
Well, I heard you guys had stayed up 2 nights in a row, so I brought you some goodies.
Excellent. Good job. Though to be accurate, it wasn't 2 nights in a row. I took an afternoon nap yesterday. Mayuri starts fishing through her convenience store bag. And then she takes out...
Ta-da! Canned Odin!
The canned Odin is still warm when she gives it to me. I open the lid right away and eat the beef. Mayuri and I have been together for a long time, so she knows what I like. And when it comes to canned Odin, beef is where it's at.
It's a present from Mayushi. They're 270 yen each, so savor it, okay?
I've been getting tired of eating bananas and chicken lately. Buy these instead from now on.
But Mayushi doesn't have enough pocket money to splurge like this all the time. And Mayushi loves bananas and chicken, so she'll keep buying them.
I consider saying, you'll get fat if you only eat frozen foods, but that threat's not very effective against Mayuri, so I hold my tongue. Her high metabolism prevents her from getting fat, no matter how much she eats.
But wait, there's more! Ta-da!
Next, she produces a small box with a Rhinet illustration.
Rhinet sausage! It comes with an Upa bottle cap as a bonus. I really wanted it, so I bought it.
She sticks out her tongue with a shy giggle. Something tells me that in a few months' time, this lab will be neck-deep in Upa goods. There are only a few things right now, like the cushion on the sofa, but that number is sure to grow exponentially.
So, how's Daru-kun?
He's in the midst of a hard fight. He should at least rest a little. I mean, I never said he had to do it all at once.
Daru-kun's Super Haka spirit is on fire!
Don't say Haka!
An empty Diet Cola bottle comes whistling through the air. It hits my head with a nice thunk.
He sure is tense.
Mayuri and I evacuate to a corner of the lounge and quietly eat the Odin.
But isn't hacking bad? Mayushi doesn't want you to do bad things.
I would be a fool to let Daru's hacker skills go to waste. Incidentally, it looks like hackers hijacked Cern's system back in 2008. We found new articles about it online. That means even the inventors of the World Wide Web have holes in their security. With his skills, Daru should have no trouble getting through. Besides, we're doing this to expose Cern's wrongdoings. This is a war against the dark forces that secretly rule the world!
Bad things are bad.
That's unusual. Mayuri usually just accepts whatever I say. Well, I admit it, we are doing a bad thing. But there's no way we can stop now. I need to change the subject. Mayuri, want to trade my sweet potatoes for your beef?
If you want to trade, I'd rather have your quail egg.
Don't be ridiculous! Next to beef, quail eggs are my favorite.
This is Amane Suzaha. First email. Thanks for exchanging addresses with me yesterday. I finally made a friend here. Yay! Don't worry, I won't email you too much. And I might be slow to reply too. I'm kinda new to this email thing. It's okay to laugh at me. Hiya, Okabe and Daru.
Where were you living before?
But Mayushi likes quail eggs too.
Settle for my Chikawa.
Okay. Chikawa's better than sweet potatoes.
With that said, I skewer the Chikawa and put it in Mayuri's can. And I get her beef in return. Subject change complete! Mayuri really eats up conversations about food. It's so easy to manipulate her.
Soon, if I can just get the SQL table, I'll have more than enough passwords. You're no match for me.
Daru has started talking to himself. Looks like things are falling into place. Daru really is a super hacker. I think this is the first time I've seen him serious. Daru bends himself forward, staring holes into the screen. But all I see on the screen is the same string of numbers and letters.
Oh, come on. Yes. Ah! You can't hide from me, you naughty thing, you. How does it feel to be naked?
His eyes are bloodshot, and he started rambling. Maybe the lack of sleep is getting to him. Daru opens up a new window, types in a 12-character string, and slams the enter key. An error sound rings. He quickly deletes the string and enters in a new one. He keeps repeating that sequence, until finally...
Oh yes! Yes! Matching ID and password! Login complete! Hell yeah! Taste it! Yes!
What enthusiasm! Did you get it? The smug bastard turns around with an expression of immense satisfaction. As if he's gone into Le Petit Mort.
Mission complete.
Really?
Wow, that's amazing! I don't really get it, though.
After 20 hours of agony, it's finally over. To show Daru my appreciation, I toss him an unopened Odin can.
An Odin can's the best after a job well done.
Well done! You really are the world's greatest super hacker!
Hacker.
Hacker? I'm glad you're on my side. So, did you find out how they're planning to destroy the world?
I haven't looked yet, man. All I did was get us connected. But it's all downhill from here.
I'm sorry if you're tired, but please start checking. The keys to this conspiracy have got to be in there.
Yeah, I'll do it. But let me eat this Odin can first.
After a short meal break, Daru taps on his keyboard more nimbly than before.
The question is who this password belongs to.
Why is that?
I went into Cern's database and got a data table. From there, I focused on people with simple passwords like 11111111 and ABCDEFGH to get my hands on an ID. It'd be awesome if this turns out to be the server admin's login, but I don't think we're that lucky.
In Japanese, please?
Same.
Basically, if this is the server admin's password, we can taste every inch of Cern's luscious flesh. But if it's just an ordinary researcher's password, then we can only see Cern's boobs.
Daru-kun, that's naughty.
Quit the erotic examples. Basically, you mean there will be limits to what information we can access.
Exactly. Anyway, it's only a matter of time before I get a server admin's password. Let's save that for later. I'm really sleepy now.
It would be cruel to push Daru any further. It's unfortunate, but overworking him isn't an option. Let's let him rest so he can regain his energy.
Oh? Looks like our ID belongs to an accelerator division chief.
So it's not a server admin.
It would take a miracle to get it on our first try. How many staff members do you think Sern has?
How many?
Over 6,000.
That many?
Well, for now, let's look at this accelerator division chief. His name is... Jack. Let's look at his email log.
And of course, the emails come up in English.
Oh no. That makes Mayushi's head hurt.
It's pathetic to flinch at the mere sight of English. Daru, what does that say?
Need to translate it.
This is a job for Dr. Excite! Daru boots up translation software and auto-translates the open page. Poor, unnatural Japanese shows up. The first line says, Happy New Year.
Looks like a New Year's greeting. Something about going on vacation in Spain. Lucky bastard.
That email is normal. Nothing out of the ordinary.
If we keep scouring the log like this, we can also identify the server manager.
You know, looking through someone else's email without permission makes me feel really guilty.
Mayuri gets depressed and moves away from the computer. She sits on the sofa and hugs her giant Upa cushion with a sigh. I know we're doing something socially unacceptable. However, I abandoned guilt when I chose the path of evil long ago! Let the responsibility be mine. I will not ask you to answer for my crimes.
What a guy. I'd let Ocarine do me in the butt.
I decline your offer. Now, get peeking, Daru!
Ocarine, you're bad. You make Mayushi sad.
That's of no concern to me. You just sit there and pretend your hands are clean. Upon further examination, we discover several emails with the title Experiment Report. In English, naturally. Looks like he sends emails like these almost daily. LHC experiment reports? There could be a hint about time machines in there. We should try reading them.
This is definitely a crime, though.
That's what his lips say, but his hand still clicks on the email. What comes up is an unintelligible series of symbols.
This is encrypted.
Of course it isn't that simple.
Well, cracking this should be a piece of cake.
Nice, super hacker. He's a genius, no doubt. Daru undoes the security in less than 10 minutes. The real time sink is deciphering the crappy machine translation.
Translated into proper Japanese, it's... Hi, Pole!
That acting's completely unnecessary.
Aw. Uploaded today's data to the server. The LHC is performing admirably. Can't say the same about the rest, though. This baby's fickle as a cat, but it was surprisingly obedient this month. It would be great if it stayed like this forever. But don't you think this work is unrewarding? This kitten, this 27-kilometer-long kitten, has been in operation for 9 years. Our research will change the course of history, yet only a small group of people are allowed to see it. Of course, if it were ever officially released, it would be one hell of a scandal. People would probably say something like, "Call Robert Zemenkif to CERN right away. He could build it in less than a year."
9 years? Daru finishes reading. I rub my temples with my thumbs. Calm down. Let's sort things out. Do you think there were any translation errors in that email? Did Daru notice something unnatural too? He's not joking like he usually does.
If you trust the translation software, then that's what it says. The Japanese is strange in places, though.
But that doesn't make sense. I thought the LHC was only put into operation around spring last year. But this email makes it sound like it's been in operation for 9 years.
That is strange.
The email's send date is this year, 2010. So 9 years ago makes it 2001. John Titor posted this on @channel yesterday. The only other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They've already succeeded at creating micro black holes. I gulp. If you read between the lines of this email, it sounds like they're doing some sort of secret experiment. Also, Robert Zemeckis is a super famous Hollywood movie director. He directed a trilogy of smash hit time travel movies about 20 years ago. I groan. No way. Was I right? CERN's hiding a major secret from the world? And it's related to time travel? Keep looking, Daru. Search for anything related to time machine research.
Seriously?
I don't know if Daru's questioning my order, or the possibility that CERN might be researching time travel. Either way, he begins tapping on the keyboard again.
There aren't any emails with the phrase time machine in them. But the phrase Z program was used hundreds of times in the past few months. Do you think it could be about the current LHC experiments?
What is it specifically? Black hole formation experiments?
Let's try looking for a document. Oh, found one.
Daru opens a PDF attachment.
Oh, looks like this is top secret stuff from France, England, and Holland.
Government secrets.
CERN's not even a government organization, so why? Wait, should we be looking at this stuff? We might be in a little deep here.
I don't care, get me details.
Hold on, if we get caught, we're not getting off with an apology.
Are you so incompetent as to let yourself be traced?
I took the necessary precautions.
Then I fail to see the problem.
Well, thanks.
Daru makes a slightly awkward face as he takes the file about the Z program and feeds it into the translation software.
May 14th, 137th Z program experiment report. Because we have already succeeded at creating mini black holes, the report is omitted. First...
Stop! All of a sudden, Titor's prediction became a reality. So CERN did use the LHC to generate mini black holes!
But they announced that their experiments still haven't succeeded, so why?
This is what Titor was referring to when he posted "Don't believe what they say."
But the goal of the experiment wasn't even to generate mini black holes. It was to create new elementary particle reactions.
Daru doesn't take his wide eyes off the monitor. But in reality, they're already generating those mini black holes.
Sure does seem like it.
What does it say next?
Results error. Human is dead. Mismatch. For details, consult Jellyman's report number 14. We propose that further experiments be halted until the lifter is perfected and all local field conformity points are online.
What does that mean?
Human is dead means somebody died, right?
Somebody died? Seriously? I groan. This isn't a joke anymore. Something very serious is going on here. Maybe we are in too deep. And what if we are? I'm not afraid. I'm not. After all, I am the insane mad scientist, Horin Kyoma! We can't stop now. I can't control my curiosity. Besides, now that I have proof of their evil deeds, ignoring it would just leave a bad taste in my mouth. My throat's gone dry. I swallow my saliva. In an attempt to keep whatever composure I can, I scold myself for being so faint of heart. What is this Jellyman's report? Daru starts typing once I ask my question, but he soon clicks his tongue.
I can't find it in Jack's email. We'll need an account with more privileges.
Then we'll save that for next time. Search for something related to time machines.
You know we're not gonna find anything, right?
After that, Daru spends about 15 minutes fishing through the Accelerator Division Chief's email, but he doesn't find anything about time machines.
Words like Accelerator Technical Committee and LHC Project Lead came up, so I guess we should look for an ID from there. Maybe then we can get more information.
You can't look it up with the ID you have? Daru shakes his head. Well, I guess let's call it a day.
By the way, what we just saw was Cern's biggest server, but I also found a strange database on the network.
Strange how?
It was buggy.
Buggy?
I mean, it was full of some kind of code. But the code was gibberish, utterly impossible to decode, thank you very much.
Could it be encrypted?
Not by any algorithm I've ever seen. It wouldn't even work as a program. It just bothers me. Why would they have a database that nobody could ever use?
That is strange.
I'll see what I can find out.
Daru tries every trick in the book to crack that mystery database. But after about an hour, the pistons he has for fingers begin speeding up. Eventually, he just slams the keyboard out of frustration.
I don't get it! I don't get it at all! You called this a program, dumbass? Go to hell!
Oh great, he snapped.
I think you should stop.
Mayuri puts down her sewing tools and turns to Daru with a worried look on her face.
My head is spinning. I can't take it anymore.
This is bad. Daru's breaking down. Maybe I'm pushing him too far. He's been up 2 days straight. He's probably at his limit. Good work. Go rest, Daru.
Yeah, I'll do that. Anyway, even if it isn't a bug, but an actual program, only the guys who made it could understand it. I've never seen anything like it.
A program unlike anything he's seen? At that moment, music bursts from my pocket. I've got mail.
Are you being honest? If everything you wrote is true, then we have a lot to talk about, particularly concerning the IBM 5100's hidden functionality, which I have not mentioned to anybody yet. I am indeed surprised that you know about it. However, I have not gone to the year 2000, though it is possible I may go there later. There are 3 possible explanations.
I gulp. A flash runs through my head, like an electric shock. There's quite a bit of text, but what catches my eye are the first several lines. Of course. Everything is falling into place.
What you talking about?
Mayuri looks at me curiously. but I don't have time to answer her. I am frantically assembling the pieces in my mind. John Titor, Sern, the time machine. These things are all connected. And now, I have another piece of the puzzle. I shiver at my own brilliance. Daru, I think I know how we can read that program.
Eh? Seriously? How?
I aim my phone's camera at the screen displaying the supposedly bugged data and take a picture. I attach it to a message. Does this code look familiar? And send it to Titor. A mysterious database inside Sern. A program unlike anything Super Hacker Daru has ever seen. Its true form is... If my hunch is correct, John Titor should know.
What? There's no way.
Say what you like. We'll know soon enough. We wait for Titor's reply. Though it's only been a few minutes, it feels like an eternity to me. It's here! I quickly open the mail. And its contents are enough to raise goosebumps on my entire body.
Where did you find that? That's written in a proprietary IBM programming language used prior to 1975. You can only decipher it with an IBM 5100.
Just as I suspected.
Huh?
I was right, Daru. I know where that data comes from.
An IBM 5100.
5100! That retro PC has a certain special function. In fact, for more than 25 years after it went to market in 1975, nobody knew of it save a few IBM engineers. That function was first brought to light by the John Titor, who appeared in 2000. A while after Titor posted about it, an actual IBM engineer admitted to the hidden function's existence. Which reminds me, I talked to Suzuha about this only yesterday.
It can decipher IBM's proprietary programming language, which was written before APL and BASIC became widespread. Isn't that surprising? Now, it's a dead programming language that can only be deciphered with an IBM 5100.
What an incredible coincidence. A prime example of synchronicity at work. It's almost like an almighty will is pulling the strings. No. No, I say! This discovery of ours was inevitable from the start! For this is the choice of Steins Gate!
Wait, so Sern has an IBM 5100 database? Those machines aren't compatible with any modern software. Why would they do something like that?
Answer me this. What is the best way to secure a machine against external cracking?
Well, make it standalone, of course.
Daru quickly catches on to the intent of my question.
If only IBM 5100s can read it, then I guess that's kind of standalone.
Which means that CERN's keeping their most important secrets hidden there.
How do you know about that hidden function anyway?
It is recorded in my brain's extensive Index Librorum Prohibitorum. Titor said it himself 10 years ago, but Daru wouldn't believe me even if I told him the truth.
Very original.
I ignore Daru's retort. Mayuri! We have important matters to discuss! Assemble!
I can hear you fine from here.
Mayuri's sewing. She doesn't get off the sofa. It doesn't matter whether you can hear or not! This meeting concerns the fate of the Future Gadget Laboratory! Nay, the fate of mankind! So, I wanted to feel more secretive. Like we're scheming or something. It's important that we stare closely at the monitor and exchange dramatic lines. The atmosphere right now is too light. It's all Mayuri's fault.
Mayushi won't participate in your evil schemes.
Well, can't have everything my way. Listen, you two! Henceforth, the Future Gadget Laboratory shall begin emergency top-secret operations! This shall be the first stage in our war against the dark powers that manipulate the world from the shadows. Our enemy is Sern, a scientific institute engaged in the most evil research imaginable.
Ocarine, you're too loud, and I've been up all night.
Crap! I guess I am being too loud. That kind of ruins the whole secret feeling. And the window's open too. If Suzuha is down below, I'm sure she can hear everything. So I turn it down a notch. Understand, the world has no need for two mad scientists. Before they can get ahead of us, we must outwit them.
Who are they?
You know, them.
Mayushi doesn't get it at all.
Basically, we must obtain the Phantom Retro PC, the IBM 5100, said to be located somewhere in Akiba. I make a magnificent declaration, but Daru just rubs his eyes and Mayuri returns to her needlework. Damn it! Is there anything you guys react to? We've uncovered a massive conspiracy here! How come you aren't excited?
I'll pass on the search. I'm seriously tired. Besides, I want to keep combing Cern's server.
That's true. Well, you're the only one who can do that, Daru. So I'll leave it to you. So, the IBM 5100 investigation squad shall consist of Mayuri and me.
I can't.
Mayuri makes an apologetic face.
I have to make costumes and I have work too.
Huh? So, basically, you two are telling me this. I'm the only one with free time. Fine. I'll manage alone somehow. It's useless to try and stop me. Understood?
Are you going to do something bad again?
Nah, he's all talk.
I leave my useless comrades behind and stride gallantly out of the lab.